my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here today is a JLG 40. This is a 40 RTS. This is actually a 4x4, but they call it a 4x2 times 2, so it's, I don't know why they did that, but it is a four-wheel drive machine. It's all-terrain scissor lift. The serial number of this machine is 020008224. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, then we'll run it in the third. And I'm kind of afraid of heights, so we're probably going to get my nephew to run it up in the air. So yeah, if you buy this equipment from me, piece of equipment, or any of the others we have for sale, we have some compactors, we have a dozer, we got a small crawler loader, some excavators, we got a service truck, a couple of backhoes. Anyway, point is if you buy this machine or any of the others that I have for sale, you're going to be dealing with Pro Provencio. He's my right-hand man. He's the guy running the camera, and his son is actually going to be the one that goes up in the air in this thing because I don't like heights. So price on a new machine like this these days is I don't know, 90 to 100,000. The hours on this machine are 747 hours on that service meter right there. The weight of this machine, it actually has a weight right here on this serial number plate. The weight that it's showing on this machine is 11,450 pounds. So that's different than what the specs say. The widest point are these tires right here at 7 foot 6 inches. The highest point, so on this lift, you can actually take this railing off up to this point right here. I don't know if you can see that knuckle right there. Can you see it, Pro? So the height without the rails is 8 foot. The height with the rails on is 9 foot 9 inches. The transportation length from the front of these stabilizer blocks here to the front of those other stabilizer blocks is 12.5 feet. The ground clearance when this thing is on the ground is 12 inches. It's got a relatively short wheelbase, so as far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. I say that because we're not in a corrosive environment. Just about everything we purchase comes from one of about 30 different large contractors and municipalities that we deal with here in the Metroplex. We're not in a rusty environment, so we're 300 miles from the ocean and far enough south that the only salt we see is the salt on our kitchen tables. The guy that we bought, and the reason I say that is that, you know, when you're in a corrosive environment, especially on machines like this, you know, you get that corrosion in your DT connectors and your electrical connectors and whatnot. So, we just don't have those problems here in Texas. I mean, in this part of the state. Most of the state, I would say. So, we bought this machine from a guy that's got an excellent maintenance program that rivals some of the best I've seen. We've been happy with all the machines that we've purchased from these guys, and it should be said that whenever I purchase all machines, when I purchase any machine, my mechanics, we sent a couple of mechanics out to go inspect it. If they say everything's okay with it, then I send Pro Prevention out to go inspect it. And if he says everything's okay with it, then I personally go out and I inspect it before I write a check. This is a dual fuel system, but they have it running just on propane right now. Correct, Pro?
That's correct.
We haven't really run it on gasoline. We've just run it on propane. It's got a 15-gallon fuel tank, and I can't remember how many gallons that propane tank is. Do you know, Pro?
I don't. I believe it's 5 gallons.
It's got to be more than that. We don't know how big that propane tank is. I will tell you that it runs about per hour. You burn through about a gallon and a half of propane. You know, depending on your application. This engine is a Ford VSG-413. It's a 35 horsepower gasoline or propane engine. So that's that. These tires are in really good shape. These tires are 31 by 15.5-15 tires. So this machine is mechanically sound. Everything on it works. You know, it travels forward and reverse, no problems. Top speed is 3.5 miles an hour. We'll run it in 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive, just to show you with it when it's got up on its stabilizers. I mean, it's in excellent condition. The hydraulics are strong. There's no cracks or welds anywhere that we can see. All of the pins and the bushings are relatively tight in that scissor area. There isn't any kind of deflection or any kind of problem, you know, that you get with older lifts. They get a little worn. The basket is 5 foot 8 inches wide, and it's 10 foot 8 inches deep. The rail height is 3 foot 7 inches from the platform. And this extension right here goes out 4 feet. You just roll this extension out and it'll go out 4 feet. The capacity of that basket, or the weight capacity, is 1,000 pounds. It's a 40-foot platform height. Guess I should have said that early on. So I guess with that, we're gonna run it in the next clip. You don't have to idle it up. I can idle it right here. You got an idle up there at the cab, but all right, let me close the door. All right, guys, 2-wheel drive forward. Got a limited slip. Okay, 4-wheel drive. Okay. Go ahead and turn the wheels. Okay. Now go up. showing her eye we're brave enough to do this, so. All right, guys, that's good. You can come back down. It goes a lot higher. I get nervous. We're ground people. That's my nephew. All right, go ahead and lift your stabilizers up. Your rear. Okay, go ahead and go. Come back this way. Go ahead.
Controlling it from down here.